Hey, how's it going? This is a 2012 Ford Focus SE, 5-speed manual transmission. If you've had my issue, which I lost gears 1, 3, and 5, and you're not sure what the problem is, this video could help you. My problem was I lost 1, 3, and 5 gears. I couldn't shift into 1, 3, and 5 gears. I could push the shifter all the way into first with no click, no movement into a gear. It just slipped back and forth like I was in neutral. Long story short, found out it's my gear shift tower housing. Your gear shift tower housing is the mechanism that sits on top of the transmission and moves your synchros into gear. That is the gear shift tower housing. Obviously, I've replaced a new one, and it was very easy to install. Getting to it, whole nother story. You need to prop up your transmission, you have to take your engine mount off, you have to take your battery box out, you have to get your battery out, you have to get your air intake off, undo a bunch of sensors and clips. But once you get to that, it's pretty easy to get off. Oh, by the way, there is no video on how to get these off. These are your shifting cables. They run to obviously the shifter, and they both do something different. This arm here is your left to right in neutral. This moves this up and down. This is what selects your different set of gears. And then you have your top cable that runs to here, which actually puts you into gear. The throw on this is very short. My old one was not very short. Long story short, what's happening was this runs from this hook here. Also, these are very easy to take off. It's just a spring-loaded little fitting, and you push it back, and it lets you release off of this. With these clipped on, obviously, it would run from here to here. The old shifting housing, this weighted counterweight would swing to about this point here. That was causing conflict, and it wasn't going underneath here. It's not supposed to go underneath there. This is the new one, and this is the throw on the new one. That's it right there. Obviously, the inline, it does not hit. My old one was going about here just to try to get into gear. Neutral, fourth, neutral, third, right? Very simple. When you do get your new one, it will not come with your backup sensor, which triggers your lights, and it will not come with this little air release valve. It pops up and down. It's a little rubber fitting. You just take some pliers and pop it out. Careful, don't rip it. You gotta be kind of gentle with it. This is my old gear shift tower housing, and this is what it looks like. Okay, those are your different little cogs in there, and they simply go up and down with the one direction, and then they pop it into gear on this backside. That's your neutral switch. That's that little sensor that slips up, and it pushes a little pin, a little ball in that tells your backup lights to turn on. I don't know what happened with mine. Something broke on the inside of it. I've checked, nothing's inside of my transmission, and there's no grinding. This throw is the entire throw of my new one. That is not in gear. It's in neutral. Neutral should not have that much throw. Now, to get it even all the way into third, third. It's really hard to do one-handed. That's not good. That's what I'm talking about. That obviously is not correct. That is broken. So if you lost 1, 3, and 5 gears, that's probably why right there. That little mechanism. So simply to remove your cables off of here, all you gotta do, you come down here and you take your flathead screwdriver and you just pry this back, and it pops off. Don't take the clip off. That's your adjustment clip. There's no pushing on the back. That is not a button to knock it out with either. It's as simple as popping it with this flathead screwdriver that way, and it comes off. You're not gonna break it. Well, maybe, depending on how old this plastic is. But they come with repair kits that you can put new bushings in there and stuff. So that was my issue. That's, if you've lost 1, 3, and 5 gears, that's going to be your issue. You can only get them from the dealership, and mine was on back order. So if you're wanting to get one of these and you want to try to save some money, you can try to find one at a junkyard. You can try to get one to match, but just make sure you're buying it or pulling it off of an engine that's used, that is the same year and model of your vehicle. There's other versions of these that look almost identical that are not the same. They won't fit, they don't have the same bolt pattern, they don't have the same shifting heights. You have to get this. There's, from what I found, 3 different models of this, and they're all different in some little way or another. I'll try to put the link in the description for the actual part number, but it's the gear shift tower housing. That's what it's called. That's what it is. You can call the dealership and get the part number. But yeah, I hope this helped you guys out. I definitely could have used a video like this when I was doing it. Good luck, and hope it fixed your problem.